So Friedman identifies 5 important aspects where planning plays a role. Every planning activity involves place, a space, territorial component. It's always about a place. And planning activities respond to social rationality, social reasons that we think about the society. Planning facilitates market activities. It relates to space, to society, to the market, right? While restricting negative, noxious market activities, or sometimes even replacing and substituting market activities by other things, like, for example, by social services and other things. And planning in the public domain is political and therefore conflicted, because it always comes into contact with people of different interests. So they never will you see everybody agree. So a planner must be somebody who is able to negotiate with very different kinds of people and interests. And the policymaker will be similar in this situation. And planning requires massive support and ability to mobilize society in order to be successful. Because it's something applied to the lives of so many people, if you want planning to be successful, you need to involve a lot of people in the decision-making process. So that's why when we design this course, we create a lot of group and teamwork environment for you. It is a lot of trouble, but it is exactly what you need to learn, right? To deal with a lot of trouble and to deal with a lot of different people. And you might find along the way that your personality is very good for doing this, or you think your personality is not suitable for this kind of work. Right? So you gradually understand. Many different kinds of people can do that. Now, there are quite a few planning traditions, and what we actually see in Hong Kong will be something like this. In transferring knowledge to action on a social level, on a conservative, or there are some more conservative ways, there are some more radical ways. But what I'm trying to suggest to you is we can integrate these methods together. Right? A lot of planning theory tried to separate them into conservative and radical ways of doing things, and I don't think that's the most effective form of action. So I'm putting it in this chart to show you that maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 are all useful at different points, and you can, and I will show you where we are. So the more conservative top-down kind is social guidance, right? The professionals guide society what to do. So you do planning analysis, and then those people who think you could go one step further, not just analyze the problem, but even improve and change and reform the policy, right, to make it better in the context. The other level of work that we planners and policymakers will do is whether we can take our work one step further into social transformation, not just applying our already given set of norms to society, but actually try to make things better in society, right? So social learning, and one step further involving people in the social transformation, social learning, and social reform process through social mobilization. Very easy. Now, these 4 activities, let me give you an idea of what they are, and you will actually recognize the kind of people doing these things in Hong Kong. In the fields of policy analysis, comes from the tradition of system analysis. If you study policy or sociology, you might have heard of system analysis, welfare and social choice, and policy science. These are the fields or the bodies of theory that they draw from. And policy analysis emphasizes the application of scientific knowledge to social issues. It is like what Dr. Ng told us, right? The more positivist kind of understanding of the world and people. You apply scientific methods to people as if people are part of natural science. Right? So So they search for correct solutions to problems, and they study people like they study physics. The formula, they actually can have regression models and other things to come up with the correct percentage of this and that and what to do and so forth. So planner who uses policy analysis as a way to produce their knowledge, right? This kind of planner becomes a technocrat whose role is to serve the existing centers of power. This is how Hong Kong government planners work. Right? They are technocrats. They apply their systematic scientific methods to people, and everything, all the knowledge is produced in-house and applied to the society outside. Social reform goes one step further. The kind of theory and fields of studies informing social reform would be traditions drawn from sociology, institutional economics, and our streetwise pragmatism, our pragmatic ways of doing things in the world. Social reform is concerned with how to reform government to behave in a rational manner. How to make the government behave better, behave more rationally, efficiently, effectively, and make the government more transparent. A lot of people are doing this from many areas.